I work with a lot of leaders who say, hey, Becca, they're 1099. I can't hold their feet to the fire. How do I motivate my team? How do I get them to doing the right activity? How do I get them making money super quickly? So I'm going to share with you 3 things that's going to help you as a leader in the insurance world. Maybe you're working with Aflac, Colonial Life, company along those lines, or maybe all of your salespeople are 1099s and you just need help getting them motivated and getting them a quick start so you don't have the revolving door with your team and the company over and over again. So the first thing as a leader in insurance industry is when you're recruiting them and after you've onboarded them, are you having the conversations and is the leadership on the team having conversations about their vision? Yeah, their vision. As I see it, and as we talk to other coaching clients of ours, our vision, our purpose, our mission, those are like the long-term goals. And then our goals are just the stepping stones to getting there. If we don't know our team members' passions, mission, their long-term goals, how are we ever going to help them create the right habits to be successful? And I'm going to tell you right now, and I've been coaching with Southwestern Consulting for over 10 years, it doesn't happen. They don't see the success. They're not making money because your purpose and your passion and your vision is directly proportionate to their activity. Yeah, you heard me right, leaders. If they're not hungry and they're not motivated and you're not seeing them doing the right activity, and in the right activity, meaning those income producing activities, you're never going to see them crushing their goals. So we have to know, and step number 1 is sit down, talk with them. What is their vision? What is their mission? What is their purpose? If you don't know how to have that conversation in a way that's motivating, where they're feeling heard, maybe it's time for a coach so you can learn that skill set. The second thing, so once we know their vision, passion, purpose, is let's talk about those goals. Let's set 1-week goals, 2-week goals, their 4-week goals, their 8-week goals. And you guys, I'm talking about the income producing activities. They have to know their IPAs. They need to know how many calls they need to be making, how many walk-ins they need to be doing, how many DMs or how many appointments with decision makers that they need to set, and then how many they need to run, how many enrollments they need to do, how many policies they need to sell, how many referrals are they getting. Yes, they can be asking for referrals. I have a lot of coaching clients who are regional sales coordinators in Aflac. They're like, referrals. Yes, that would be amazing. They need to be asking for referrals because is it easier to grow your business from warm referrals or cold calls? Referrals, 100% all day long. So are you breaking the numbers down with what they need to do on a daily, weekly, monthly tracking system? Are you creating goal cards for them to track every day? Are they reporting those activities to you or to another leader? Are you breaking down the ratios with them? If not, you're missing the mark. So step number 1, you have to have the conversation about vision, purpose, mission. Step number 2, we have to talk to them and break down and reverse engineer their goals so we know what income producing activities based on their ratios, based on their numbers that they need to do every day to be able to hit those goals. And then the third key thing is they need to be held accountable. And for a lot of leaders, that can be some of the hardest things to do because I have a lot of leaders that say, Becca, I don't like to micromanage. Remember, accountability is not micromanaging. It's not. Accountability can look like a lot of different ways, especially in the insurance business, but it could be doing weekly PCs with your team. Let's for instance say, if you're in Aflac or in Colonial Life, if you're a regional director or a regional sales coordinator, You need to have PCs with every one of your district every week. If you're a district coordinator, you need to make sure you're having one-on-ones with each one of your agents and associates. If you're not doing that weekly, we're missing the mark. Remember those goals that we set. We need to be looking every week at those activity and goal sheets. Are they doing enough activity? If they're not, asking them, like saying, hey, I saw the goal was to do 200 drop-ins this week. I saw you've only done 52. Tell me a little bit about that. What's going on? How can I help you? What can we do next week to make sure we get 200? So a good leader is also a good problem solver, and just holding them accountable. Maybe it's texting them every day saying, hey, how'd you end up today? Where are you at? Here to help. Another thing with accountability too is role playing. Are you role playing with your team to help them build their skill sets? So accountability could look like so many different things, but the simplest is one-on-ones every week with your team, role playing, and hey leaders, get out in the field. If you don't know what your team members are doing and saying in the field, it's time to get out in the field and just have a really good shadow day with your team members so you can see what they're doing, how they're saying things. Maybe it's a skill set that needs to be developed instead of a will set that needs to be worked on. Maybe they're excited and motivated and they're ready to go. They just don't have the skill set. Or maybe their skill set's really, really good, but they're just not motivated. We don't know these things until we get out there to make it happen. So, leaders in insurance, remember, do you know their vision, purpose, mission? Second, do you have clear and crystallized goals for their activity to crush those goals and that vision? And third, are we holding our team members accountable by doing weekly one-on-ones, role playing, and being out in the field with our team? If you can do these things, you will see a dramatic return on time invested. Your ROI is going to increase dramatically from your team. And in the long run, they're going to be making money quicker. That means they're going to stay. The retention's going to be better. They're going to be telling their friends that they need to come work with you too. And then you're really building a culture of success. Hope you find this helpful. Would love to connect with you. And if all these things are things that you want to work on for you and your business and your team, reach out to me. Would love to have a conversation with you more about one-on-one coaching. Have a great day.